is Ross Ewan, and I'm calling for young people in Scotland to become politically engaged. I first became interested in politics during the independence referendum. I was a bit upset we voted no, but this gave me a political awakening and got me looking into the world of politics, more than most people my age. I feel this need to ensure that this typically politically disengaged generation gets out and votes for their best future, whatever they believe that is. This is where I come in. I will use my ingenious methods to make sure this happens and get young people voting by any means possible. And I mean by any means possible. This is Getting Involved. Hi there folks, thanks for coming back to see us. Let me show you around. The team is back. We've got our cute little friend Scott, handsome as ever Thomas, the youthful Jensen, and our sound lad Jack. Look at them all. So masculine. Oh, Scott. Some people say because of the way he is, he's a mistake. But I think he's one of God's best kept secrets. Mark is still gone, thankfully. We even have a new lead camera operator, after our last one was let go due to some HR complaints. No matter what you think about Reese, his heart was always in the right place.
Wrong side.
We've been trying to think of another idea since our last one was such a hit. It was all my idea. We proved last time that combining pornography with the news is a great idea to keep young people up with political affairs. But this time, it's a bit more difficult, as the team has grown even more incompetent. We're a bit under pressure right now, Thomas. Got any ideas?
Well, I was thinking we could do something about the Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness Monster. What about the Loch Ness Monster? You mean the fictional creature, Loch Ness Monster?
Well,
I'll show you a monster.
If you come up with another stupid suggestion like that ever again.
Is that all you've got?
Birds? Perhaps something about birds.
Birds.
Okay, fishing, perhaps. Fishermen?
Fishing.
People like boats?
People like boats, but does it
do.
connect to politics very much, Thomas?
Well, kind of, in a way.
I don't know what I'm expecting, but anything at all, Jack?
I mean, I don't know, I'm a sound guy.
Oh, you're anything but sound. So, no ideas whatsoever. Looking at the camera there, Jack.
Hello, camera.
Smile. Make the audience feel warm and welcome at home. And say, my name is Jack, and I'm a worthless human being.
My name's Jack.
And I'm a worthless human being, come on.
I'm Jack, and I'm a worthless human being.
I add nothing to any group situation whatsoever. The world would be better off with me dead.
The world would be better off with me dead.
All right, Scott.
Yeah,
Enjoying your lunch there.
yeah, it's
Perfect.
not that easy to eat these.
Yeah. What's your idea then? Because you're a smart person.
Well, I was thinking, like, we could try and convince some MPs to do some, like, adverts for, like, energy drinks, and then we can connect with the youth that way.
The youth like their energy drinks.
Yeah?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What else? What else have you been thinking about?
Well, I was thinking, like, we could, like, get pictures of all the MPs and just put them up in random places around the UK, no context, like a street art movement.
Street art, yeah.
Get
Very.
people talking.
I like it. It's kind of weird and original. Urban. That's what I'm looking for. Scott, you are one smart cookie. Bless Scott's little heart. He's just happy to be here. Getting involved is difficult, especially when I'm the only one who's considered a genius. I tried to lead this team of misfits to victory like I did last time, but I'm struggling. I walk the streets alone trying to find inspiration, but nothing helps. It's stressful. My team's idiocy weighs me down. They are a burden on me. Getting involved could all be over. And I'm not ready for that to happen. No, not yet.
You are the worst, the most sorry excuse for workers I have ever seen. I can't stand a single one of you. Gentlemen, were you?
I'm gonna punch you if you don't
Kill with a good idea. I'm gonna kick you with a real good idea. I'm gonna beat you.
You alright, mate? Everything okay?
I'm just a bit frustrated, that's all. You know, he can be a difficult man to work with.
Isn't there someone you can talk to about this? Reporting? Maybe HR?
Well, you would think, but yeah, Ross shut down HR pretty swiftly on getting involved, I'm afraid. You know, sometimes I wish we could just shoot him.
Is Thomas talking about guns? And shooting? That's sure different. It's unique. And unorthodox.
That's it, Thomas. I'm a genius.
I've finally done it, guys. I've figured out a way to engage the youth with politics. We're going to be using...
guns.
And we've done it. I've came up with another great idea just like I did the first time, and the team absolutely loves it. Porn was an amazing idea. No doubt about that. The team also loved that idea. Everyone in that team believed in me, except for one little abhorrent man. Our producer, Mark Scoot.
This is one of the stupidest ideas I've ever had.
He's a heartless man, and he left us without any guidance. He said I looked like a fool in the project. But who's the fool now, Mark? You are. Ha! Especially now he's come crawling back. I think I've found the perfect way to get him involved with this project. He sure picked a good time to show up. Mark, so you're back?
Oh yeah.
You come back to slag off my ideas again? If so, can you just skip to the part where you walk out?
No, Ross. I'm actually here to apologise to you.
Oh, you're sorry. You, Mark, are sorry.
Oh yeah.
What have you got to be sorry for?
No, all right, Ross. Look, I know it was wrong of me to walk out like that. I left you in the thick of it. Yeah, I'm sorry, and I want to come back because I do think getting involved, it's a platform, it's a potential to be great.
All right then, Mark. Okay, you can come back.
Excellent.
But I don't forgive you, Mark. An apology is literally no way to settle our differences in this day and age.
Sorry?
You see, Mark, we've already found our next getting involved project. And what do you know? It's to do with guns.
What's happening?
Mark, I will be campaigning to legalise guns in Scotland so that I can shoot you in a duel. And after I shoot you in the chest and your heart bleeds as much as mine did, then you will have my forgiveness.
You're mental.
You're entitled to your opinion, Mark.
Guns are a hot topic in the USA. It's a gun-loving country with an incredibly political youth. Here in Scotland, we really don't care about guns, but I'm going to change that. I want the gun-loving youth in Scotland to have something to believe in. Something to maybe vote for. Before we begin this interview, I'd like to start off with a quick howdy and a yee-haw, as you Yanks say.
Exactly. Howdy there.
Howdy.
I'm going to trust you not to just take stuff out of context too much in your chop clips. Robbing a little old lady is completely legal and just very accepted and normal in the state of Wyoming.
Oh, Wyoming. Is that the Lone Star State?
It is not. That is Texas.
I think you'll find it is. Are guns, a great way to deter crime?
Private ownership, yes. I don't think that really government ownership, a politician's bodyguards or a police officer or a soldier or something like that, I don't think that's so much of a deterrent.
I'm not just doing this so that I can shoot Mark for what he did to me. I genuinely believe in this idea. I really do. I don't plan on killing Mark. Absolutely not, that would be wrong. I just want to shoot him in the heart and make sure it bleeds as much as mine did. That's all. What would you say the key principles of gun safety are?
Firearm is always loaded, and that being the case, you never point it toward anything that you're not intentionally expecting to destroy. Most guns aren't going to fire unless you pull that trigger. So you keep your finger off the trigger. You assume that firearm is loaded, keep it pointed in a safe direction. And you always want to make sure you're very aware of what's behind the intended target.
So the idea is to legalize guns in Scotland. Why is that?
Plenty of reasons, Jensen. I mean, why not? I mean, we could... Oh!
Trying to kill me.
Thanks for ignoring that. Why guns? Well, there must be young people in Scotland who don't vote, but love guns. Maybe we can campaign to legalise guns. We can get them to vote. It's pretty sound logic in my opinion.
Yeah, see?
It seems quite dangerous.
Mark, yeah?
Yeah.
No, it's a misconception, Scott. More people die from politics every year than die from gun crimes, so don't worry your sweet little head.
It does seem like quite a niche demographic though, Ross, but...
He literally just wants to kill me. Why are you guys playing into him?
But if you think it's worth following through on, then I guess why not?
You know, guns may be problematic. You know, people could get shot, but there are benefits to them, including protecting yourself from people like Mark Scoot.
You need to defend yourself. You can't wait 15, 20 minutes for a police officer to get here. It's just bad guys are everywhere, and you can't wait for a police officer to get there. So we have to defend ourselves. We're our first line of defense.
Crime is so rampant here in Scotland. Criminals all over the shop. People like notorious serial killer Peter Tobin, Sonny Bean, and I'm sure you've heard of Mark Scoot before. He's probably the most notorious of all of them. I really don't like to do this, but I'll show you a photo of the infamous figure. This is him. He looks like a small child, but he's actually a grown man. A grown evil man.
He looks like a choir boy.
He's known for his intense threats against people.
He's a wolf, and he preys on sheep.
So do you have a favourite type of gun?
Favorite? Anything that goes bang.
I admittedly did get a bit of criticism for the first film. People said I was weird, creepy, uncharismatic and boring. So I knew it was time for a change.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible.
I need people to take me more seriously. I want them to know that I mean business. Guns. Man's oldest flame. They're a symbol of masculinity, and that's what we're lacking in Scotland. Manly men. There's me, and there's Scott. That's it.
You're not seriously wearing that.
Shut up, Mark. I like it. We headed off to the gun-loving Aviemore to get some footage for our promotional firearms video. It was a peaceful ride in the car, with no arguments whatsoever.
Mark, please just be quiet for 1 second.
I'm not even saying anything.
Mark.
What?
Scott's trying to sleep in the back and you're causing a riot.
Scott's fine.
You know what?
What?
It's all better without you.
So, what's it like working with Ross?
In a word, stressful.
It's alright. Well, no.
It's brilliant. It's a total honour. I don't know why he puts up with me though.
Soul destroying. Truly just soul destroying.
It can be quite a challenging experience. He can be quite an awkward person to deal with.
He's really degrading. He thinks he's better than everybody.
You know, he shoots down anything that's logical.
I just don't know where he's going sometimes. I can't understand what he's meaning.
I mean, we tried giving him bad ideas, and that still didn't work. So you can't really win with him.
It's an honour working with him. He is brilliant.
Pretentious. You know what? Well, you can say anything you like about the comments. The hat, Mark.
But your hat.
The hat!
You look a pillock. You look an absolute pillock, you know?
Do it. Get out.
No.
So, what are his worst traits?
I would say small things like his personality.
How long have you got?
It's just hard to think of any worse traits for him.
Vindictive, he's petty, he can be cruel.
How about putting up with me because I'm not the best?
Going off and having a every hour.
Told you. Royalty free or nothing.
Sorry, I just wanted some music.
Royalty free or nothing.
I tell you what, I'm trying to drown out the sound of your voice.
You know what? At least I'm not.
Oh, here we go.
A twat.
Good one. He did it again.
Deja vu.
I'm listening.
Deja vu.
Deja
You
vu,
being a
being in-
little prick. Can we not do this in front of Scott? Sorry.
Scott's
Can we
fine.
just not do this in front of Scott? Are you okay, Scott?
Yeah.
Is Mark upsetting you?
Yeah.
He's upsetting you?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Scott. I don't mean it on
Do you know-
It's Ross winding me up.
Do you know how long it took him to get to sleep last night?
You don't have to be scared of him, Scott.
He's not scared of me. He puts up with me because we're in a friendship. You know, something that you know nothing about.
Friendship don't have that dynamic.
How do you feel about the gun idea?
Well, to be honest, it's pretty obvious. He's got a bit of a problem with me. Basically, he wants to kill me.
I feel fine about it because I'm not Mark.
I think it's a good one.
I mean, I think we should legalize guns. I mean, shit, that would be useful for killing people.
I can't handle this. I don't know why you're constantly on my case when I'm sitting here doing nothing wrong. It's very telling.
That's you a bit. Do you know what? I used to think it was Jack that was the waste of space. I mean, he is.
Oh, you've realised it's you?
Why do you still work with him?
Money.
I mean, it's something to do, you know? Got nothing else really going on, might as well.
He pays me.
Because I think he's brilliant.
Well, I guess the money's part of it, but yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm minted anyway, you see.
I'll throw you out, Scott.
Don't throw your toys out the pram, man.
Out.
No, we're in the middle of nowhere.
Out!
You know what? Don't get physical with me, you.
Oh, I'll get physical with you. You beat you in the back of your testicles.
Reese? I haven't heard about him in a while. I think he lives in the wilds now.
Listen, can we just forget about Reese for a second? I mean, he's probably a million miles away from where we are right now. I'm gonna call
It does scare me.
You took a chunk out my neck last year.
Jensen, can we stop? Can we just stop talking about Reese, please? He's gone. Don't need to worry about him anymore. And while we're at it, Mark, while we're stopped, that hat makes you look ridiculous.
As I walked down the hill, the gun was open like this, nice and safe. Everybody can see it's unloaded, because when the gun's closed, you can't tell if that's loaded. The only time we do that is when we're pointing down the range at the targets. If you can see the black rib, your head's too high. You've got to bring your head down so you can just see the dot there. Who wants to go first?
Okay. Yeah, better run, little sucker. Get on my way, motherfucker. I'm coming for the #1 spot. 'cause I can make this shit blow up like a gunshot.
If a duel was to ever happen, do you have any advice?
As long as you have felt threatened, at that moment, you're feeling your life is threatened, then you have the right to defend yourself.
Shoot him before he has the chance to shoot me.
Yes.
Legs, body, hat.
So, Mark, you didn't even miss a single clay pigeon today. That's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to be so good at it, if I'm honest.
So you enjoy shooting then?
Kind of. I suppose it's like when I hold the gun, I feel kind of protected. Yeah? Like I'm in control. I don't know, maybe Ross is onto something.
That's the spirit, Mark.
Yeah, Ross, my son. That's me sent out the video. Gotta tell you, it looks bloody fantastic.
The video is out there. I can't believe this. Mark's a stone cold killer. I was right all along. This is a disaster.
You're nervous, aren't you? It's because if this video is successful, guns might actually be legalized.
What if we do legalise guns, Thomas, and he wins the duel? He'll make my heart bleed twice.
Listen, I don't think Mark actually wants to kill you, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, Mark's a nice guy.
Cameraman, I'd genuinely really appreciate if you were quiet.
So what do you want to do?
What do I want to do?
Jesus, is that a bazooka?
Camera guy, you're paid to film and nothing else.
Where did you even get it?
I stole it from the gamekeeper's car.
So you're just gonna shoot Mark now?
No, I'm not just gonna straight up murder Mark. No. I've got a plan and you're involved. We need to get rid of Mark for a few days. You know, until we undo that gun campaign video, you know? Make an anti-gun video. That's what we need to do, right? You need to help me get rid of him.
Well, I'm not doing anything else today.
Well, you're a useless sack of pathetic shit, Thomas. You're just like your father. A worthless, useless sack of spermy feces. Let's go see an old friend.
Where are we going? Who are we looking for?
Pornography. He's here.
Anyone but him, Ross.
I'm sorry, Thomas. We need... Reese, watch out!
Get the hell is it,
Reese! Put him down. We come in peace. So, Reese, give us peace. Reese. Oh, boobies! God!
You banish Reese.
Reese, Reese, I didn't banish you. I swear to God.
Who did then?
Mark. He was the one who did it. Just before he left getting involved, he put in a complaint to HR about your behaviour, and he was the one that got you banished. And Reese, he's back.
Mark back! Mark back!
Mark! And he wants to hurt me, Reese. He wants to hurt me. He wants to kill me. I don't deserve this, Reese, but you need to help me get rid of him. Thomas has volunteered to help.
Reese, help!
Reese, help?
Yeah.
Good.
Reese,
Good,
help.
Reese.
Mark.
Yes, yeah.
Mark.
Well, why is there a photo of Mark as a child in your knickers?
Yeah, that's a bit gay.
Mark?
That is Mark. He hasn't changed much.
Fine.
Okay, Reese.
Get Mark!
Yes!
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Oh, yeah, let's get Mark. Let's get Mark. Oh, we're gonna get Mark. Oh my God.
I'm not part of this too, am I?
You come or I kill.
Why aren't Mark and Thomas here?
Because I'm taking you to the pub. This way. And, you know, Thomas and Mark are a little tuckered out from today. Scott, thanks for filming, by the way. Yeah, they're just a bit exhausted. Sure, Mark's gonna have a fun night anyway.
Why are we filming this?
I don't know. Ross likes to categorize everything, even incredibly incriminating stuff.
GoPro footage. Mine!
What's the plan, Reese?
Get Mark.
Oh, what?
Fuck you.
Reese.
Mark, no C. Thomas, help!
I don't know how.
Help.
I've not done this before.
Useless. Grab him. We do bad things.
Reese, you are too much.
No.
Reese, why are you doing this?
You betray Reese.
No, listen, Reese, right. No, listen, you've got to listen to me, right? Ross set us both up, right? He's paranoid about me, he wants me gone, okay? It was him that complained to HR about you. It wasn't me. I swear to God, it wasn't me. I wouldn't do that.
Ross.
I'm gonna call HR.
No, not Mark.
No,
Ross did.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Ross bad.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I agree. That's right. Yeah.
Mark good.
Good. Oh, good. Yes.
Mark no good. Mark bad.
What?
Still do bad things. Jump. Sparky. No.
So, what's going on, man?
The video. I mean, it's uploaded.
It's not about the video, Thomas.
What's it about then?
Mark died last night. He took his small, crooked body all the way to the gun range, took one of the guns, took it out for a spin around town, shot himself in his tiny temple. Offered the police. They confirmed. It was Mark.
I just started getting used to him.
Scott! Scott! Look at you little mess. Come on. It's okay. Don't worry, buddy. Come on. It's okay. This is normal. This happens. Normal part of the grieving process. He's just a bit upset. He doesn't know how to handle his emotions. It's okay.
Did you call his mum? Are they sure it's him?
Mark's family abandoned him a long time ago. Guys, we made a real grave error endorsing guns. This whole pro-gun campaign was just a big mistake. We have to undo everything we've done with that rotten, silly gun campaign. The damage is irreversible. We need to make an anti-gun video to go back on it. Mark's death will not be in vain. Bring it in.
Why are you lying? They're gonna realise Mark's alive eventually.
But if Mark does turn up in the near future, just be happy he's not dead.
Stand by to record. And action.
Hey, Ross. Nice catch.
Hey, Thomas. Good catch. Guns. Why?
Alright, Gov, you heard from Reese lately?
No. Radio silence. Don't worry, we're gonna release Mark. We're gonna let him go after we've done the new anti-gun video. After we've released that video, everything's gonna go back to normal. Don't worry about it.
Well, not really. I mean, I could go to jail for being an accomplice to a kidnap, so could Thomas. Plus, you shot him.
Don't worry about it.
Reese might have killed him.
Reese wouldn't have killed Mark. I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Plus, like, with Reese, no one even knows he was here.
Ross,
What is it, honey bunny?
Reese is here.
Oh my.
Get back! Get back!
Get back! Get back!
We don't need you here.
Back!
Get back, Reese.
Get back!
I don't want to see that.
Get back!
Get back! Get out of here.
Reese, how you doing, buddy? A long time no see.
You, Ross, betray Reese.
Betray? Reese, I didn't betray you.
You get rid of Mark. You get rid of me.
Mark died a few days ago of a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Look, he had me kidnapped. He had me kidnapped because he's paranoid I'm going to shoot him. Which I wouldn't do.
Yeah, Ross, this is probably the worst thing you've ever done.
Just awful.
You blew it, brother.
Why'd you do this, Ross? Hey, you are a terrible person, and let me tell you something. You've made getting involved a joke.
That hurts to hear, Mark. Do you know what hurts more? When you left during the first production. You know, here at Getting Involved, we're like a family. We stick with each other through thick and thin. But you left. You decided to leave, and it hurt. Yeah, I had these guys, but they kind of suck. Except Scott. I was left feeling so broken, just so badly hurt. Without you to even help me through it. You were the producer. But you were always my friend. My best friend. But you always hated my ideas. I could never get over that. You were such a major reason for my insecurities. You know, it got so bad that... But to admit something? Porn idea? You said was terrible in... every way? To get back at you, I edited the first Getting Involved to make it look as though it was successful. To make it look as though it was a film To make it look as though it was an idea that people would latch onto and get behind. But you were right. It could never have been a success. You should have been the one presenting Get Involved, Mark. Not me. Not me. Why should I? When you've got the talent, the brains, the natural charisma, just not a good person. And I was harsh because you always made me realise that about myself. You brought out the worst in me, Mark. It's because I was so jealous of how smart you were and how much you were better in every way. Better than me. I resented you for that, and I took it out on you. Out on you, and that wasn't right.
Ross, look, you could be a good presenter. You have charisma. It's just your ego. You let your ego... Hello.
Right, Mark, how you doing?
I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, how are you? Feeling better?
Yeah, except sometimes my eye socket does this.
Fuck. Is that normal?
It comes and goes. Anyway, Mark, we've learned a lot over the past few months, haven't we?
Yeah.
No lesson greater than the fact that guns are completely evil and should be banned.
Yeah, I always thought that.
I'm sure you did, Mark, but it's technically your fault I lost an eye.
How?
Because if you hadn't have came back, I wouldn't have tried to legalise guns, which is what ended up getting me shot in the first place.
Right, that is ridiculous.
Regardless, Mark, I forgive you for all that happened.
You had me kidnapped.
It was all because of guns, Mark. The evil things that they are. I'm glad you finally see that guns are bad.
I always thought that.
Say it to the camera.
Guns are bad.
Well, there you have it, folks. Here at Getting Involved, we truly believe that guns are awful.
Ow!
Mark being a horrible little man is what led to all of this violence. Here at Getting Involved, we will always find ways and continue to try and find ways to engage the youth with politics. But what we won't do is continue to put up with little men like Mark who only serve to push us down. My head's so sore. It's killing me. Oh my God!